Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to beautiful San Francisco, California. We're here at Boxer Stadium for the Mind Digital World Championship. We have the San Francisco Savage coming up against the East Palo Alto Razorbacks. My name's Tom Stevenson and I'm joined by Mark Nichols. Mark, how do you see this game unfolding?
I think it's going to be a very tight tussle here. Tom, as we seen last week, the Razorbacks just so out the gate, they had that intensity. They were unbelievable. The Savage, on the other hand, a little slow out of the gates, and they need to improve that today. Looking at the both teams warm up out the front here before, you can see the intensity has really come up, and I'm expecting both teams to be on their game from the start, and I'm expecting a lot of fireworks in those first 10 minutes.
So for that East Palo Alto side, is there any athletes on that team that you've got your eyes on?
I feel like Tukey Stevenson and P.O. Vadavai in that engine room, getting them forward in the middle. They certainly did that last week, and they're going to have to do that again, and if not be better, to win this game today. So I'm expecting big games from both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And when it comes to the Savage side, it's all going to come down to Manatau. How he works out a dummy half. If he's getting quick ball and distributing it well to the likes of Viliami Sokai, they're going to be a very, very tough side to beat. Let's take a look back at how we came to be here at the Mind Digital World Championship.
The San Francisco Bay Area is home to some of the biggest companies on the planet. Apple, Facebook, Uber, and Visa. It's also home to some of the most talented rugby athletes in the world. On the peninsula, we have the East Palo Alto Razorbacks, who have raised stars from Langi Hapakui to Vidave. Representing San Fran are the Savage, who are led by inspirational leader and Tongan international Aquila Uasele. They first met on the field in the March tournament with the Razorbacks getting the win. They then met last week in Orinda, both teams undefeated. It was the Razorbacks who got up in that game as well. With the Razorbacks now at 2-0, can they make it 3-0 against their Cross Bay rival? Or will it be the Savage who notch up a win?
And as we can clearly see demonstrated in that footage, we truly do have the best two teams here at the Mind Digital World Championship. Let's cross over to Chad Cooper on the sideline to get an update.
And with the weather today being 59 degrees, I see an advantage going to the Razorbacks. Both teams are phenomenal. Both of them use forward play with their big guys. But today, I just see it being spread out towards the wing more. I'm going to take the Razorbacks.
East Palo Alto Razorbacks are making their way onto Boxer Stadium. You can see a big squad of 26 out here today for this clash. Mark, how do you see it? How do you see it unfolding?
I think it's going to be really one in the first 10-15 minutes like it was last week, Tom. As we discussed before, the Razorbacks were just on fire to start with, just with their physicality and everything, as opposed to the Savage, who are a little bit slower out of the gate and sort of work their way into the game, which they're not going to be able to do today if they want to stay in this contest. Both teams are going to have to come out with all the intensity they possibly can for a championship game, and as we've seen in their warm-ups, that's certainly how they are preparing for this big one.
Yes, Mark, the World Championship, and coming out now we have the San Francisco Savage making their way onto the field. Boys will be looking to get some revenge from last week's outing, disappointing loss for them out in Orinda, California. Pretty strong lineup making their way onto the field, Mark.
Absolutely, I think it's going to be that the key man, the little number 9 who you spoke about before, get those forwards rolling forward and getting out of dummy half to set up his supports. He really is a key man.
Yeah, young Manatau is, it's all the attack comes off the back of his work. You can see the fans really starting to light up out here at Boxer Stadium. Thank you to Mind Digital, who have come on board for the sponsorship, the major sponsor of the World Championship. This is going to be an absolutely electric game of rugby league. See the referees starting to make their way down to the field. Mark, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Same time, I can't believe we're finally here. It's been a great season building up to this game. We've got the two best teams out there, and I just expect a lot of fireworks to start this game.
A good, safe, clean game after what we sort of had to endure this week. It was pretty painful week for a lot of us, but this is going to be the bright shining light and where all the attention should be. We're here on the grounds, referee John Ashton making his way to the centre for the kickoff of the Mind Digital World Championship. And what a 12 games of rugby league we've been through this year, Mark, to get to this point.
Absolutely, it's just been a great build-up all season long. And I just can't wait for this kick-off and get this game started. It's going to be so physical, lots of ball movement, and everyone's going to be in for a real treat, I believe.
The backdrop of Boxer Stadium, you can see San Francisco skyline in the background. Absolutely incredible. Referee blows the whistle. We have the kickoff here from the East Palo Alto Razorbacks on the left of the screen. Fielded by Offer and offloaded to Viliami Soilala. Strong run and finds his way 20 metres out of his own try line there. Manatau into dummy half. Plays to the left-hand edge. Switches it back on the inside. No metres gained. Strong defence by the Razorbacks early, Mark.
Yeah, this is how they started last week, Tom.
Manatau out of dummy half again. Plays to the right-hand side. Fumbles a little bit. Sumo back in the team. And again, no metres gained for the San Francisco side. Really strong start here from the East Palo Alto team, who have had a very formidable defensive pattern. Out to the right-hand side here through Manatau. Finds Vetti. Steps back on the inside. He's dangerous. Gets the offload to Vita. Vita steps on the inside. Gets an arm free and he's brought down halfway. Vita Falamahina for the San Francisco Savage side. Razorbacks a little bit slow to get back there as the touch judge has his flag in the air, but it's going to be ignored. Referee Ashton raises his hand to signify the 5th tackle. Ball comes to Sumo. Goes high, a little bit of a miss kick. That's going to be awkward to catch and the ball goes into touch just north of the 20-metre line.
Yeah, they got out of trouble, the Savage there. They were hemmed down on their own line. There was some great Razorbacks defence, but just a couple of passes to the right, they found some space and got themselves into Razorback territory.
You can see here on the sidelines, the crowd is starting to bubble in. This is a much anticipated clash as Sam Tiger taps it to Big Bay, who's made his way in from Utah. We saw Bay represent the San Francisco Savage side back in the inaugural 2019 clash, so it's good to see him back in the California Rugby League at the World Championship. Big run here from the Razorbacks player, and again, strong defence by the Savage, looking to replicate what the Razorbacks did moments before. Appealing for a penalty, not to be. Sam Tiger plays to the right-hand side. And again, no metres gained. Mark, they're going to be looking to get the ball to Tino Muffy here, who was a pretty instrumental player for the side last week. Comes to the left-hand side here through Bay. Met in a strong tackle and then finally finished off by 2 Savage players. We're just short of the midway line here.
You can tell that the Savages certainly come out with a different mindset, especially in defence. This is a lot better set of 6 than they started with last week, that's for sure.
Yeah, strong contact there on Sione by Daniel Vete as Sam Tiger plays to Tino Muffy, gets the kick in, offers back there, fields it on the 20-metre line, puts a step on, beats one, bounces off another, offers in a little bit of space. Oh, that's really got the crowd going early here. He's on the 40-metre line.
Great kick return.
Vita Falamahina lines up on the left-hand side, but it's going to be a penalty blown by John Ashton. A little bit of carry on there, and penalty is a call, marches them down 10 metres.
He just hung on for too long there, Tom. You can't do that in rugby league. You get away with a couple of seconds, but then you have to release. So that's what he was penalised for there.
Vita Falamahina gets a strong 7-metre run there. Zima Tangi Tonga's come on for the East Palo Alto Razorbacks. He was an instrumental player last week. In their strong win in Orinda, California. Knock on is the call there from John Ashton. It will be a Razorbacks ball. Wow, this crowd is just bubbling. They're going to be looking for the first points, aren't they? When that happens...
and he's that man, Tookie Stevenson.
He was your man to watch, and again, he's had a sensational season. What a way to celebrate it for him with the World Championship as Tino Muffy plays to the left-hand side. To Sione, Bay steps on the inside. They don't finish him off there, but he's taken about 20 metres from the try line. 30, I stand corrected. Sione into dummy half. Options on either side, but plays to the right. Strong contact. Taken down here about 20 metres from the try line as Sione comes into dummy half and plays to his wingman, Tino Muffy. Gap on the inside, and it's opened up for the Razorbacks. They're going to get the first points of the World Championship. It's a try mark, 4-0 to the East Palo Alto Razorbacks. Referee John Ashton points to the spot, and the crowd are going crazy down here.
It was just that man again, Tino Murphy, just plenty of time with the ball in hand. He sort of showed it, that opened up for him, he went straight through and didn't get a hand laid on him in the end, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely sensational. That link between Sione to Tino Murphy, and then you throw in Bay, who's a late inclusion from Utah. You know, you've got some special players. Especially to mention, they haven't even brought on Fatai, who's making his way onto the field in his red scrum cap. This is just as good as it gets.
As you said, Tino Murphy was very good last week. He's had 6 years of rugby, played a bit of college football, I believe, Tom, and he's a tech specialist in digital marketing.
He's a very funny man, Tino Murphy. If you ever get a chance, for those viewers at home, jump onto his Twitter, always full of good laughs and jokes. See, looks like the team getting addressed under the goalpost there by their captain, B, putting some inspirational words on them. Scores are currently 4-0 as he lines up for the kick. Strikes it well, but is waved away. It's gone just to the right-hand side of the uprights. The scores remain 4-0 down here at Boxer Stadium. If you're just joining us here for the World Championship, we have the East Palo Alto Razorbacks in the red and black, and in the red and yellow, we have the San Francisco Savage.
Yeah, it opened up a bit too easily there. The Savage defence, Tom, they're going to have to clean that up if they want to be a chance today.
Yeah, they're definitely going to need to be tight around the middle. You can see Viliami Sokai makes his way next to Sumo there, and Manatau on the other side. These are the gentlemen that are going to have to step up to take it to the next level. Kick off by Sumo, it's very high, it's going to be a tough one to field. Rolls underneath it and takes it quite comfortably. They're on the attack very early through Tukey Stevenson. There's a bit of space on the right hand side, he steps back in and taken to the ground. 40 metres from their own try line.
California Rugby League at its best there, Tom.
Yeah, love to see adventurous football. This man here in the strong run there from the Razorbacks. This man stepping into dummy half here, role. MLR player with the Seattle Seawolves, and he's a great addition to the team today as Batangi Tonga takes his first hit up of the day. For those fans that watched last week's game, he obviously set up that amazing try with a great offload as Tino Murphy plays short, and the Razorbacks player is met in a strong tackle by Vita Falomina. Slow play the ball here, Mark, for the Razorbacks as Ronald comes to the right-hand side. Batangi Tonga with the ball, plays short to Tukey. Tukey's in some space. He's got one to beat. He steps on the inside, misses him. There's one man there and he drags him to the ground. Fifth tackle is a signal from John Ashton here.
Try-saving tackle.
Excellent work there by the San Francisco Savage. Looks for the offload, but not to be. Wow, what a pressure cooker moment there for the San Francisco side. Great cover defense. I believe that was Manatau who made his way back there, along with Offa, to shut that one right down.
It was, Tom. It was a great ball to put the rampaging Tukey Stevenson away, and he just got around the fullback. He thought he was going to score for all money, but as we said, great cover tackle and saves a certain try.
Tukey Stevenson's looked amazing this year for the East Palo Alto Razorbacks. Just dropped a little bit of weight from his playing weight earlier in the season, and it's really paying dividends for him.
And the big man on the right just showing his silky ball skills again. What a great ball.
Manatau with the ball, taken 30 metres from his own try line. Viliami Soilala plays to Viliami Sokai and gets a 3-metre gain. Well, this Razorbacks fan base is really getting behind their side early on in this contest. Sumo plays right, there's space out wide, touched by Sione. It's going to be 6 again as a signal. Vito with a little bit of space and he's taken down 45 metres from his own try line in the centre of the field. Daniel Vetti into dummy half, plays to the left. Momentum starting to switch a little bit here after that pressure let off from the San Francisco side. Playing to the left-hand edge.
similar to last week's game in that respect. Seesawing momentum.
Manukau plays very direct to Viliami Sokai. First attacking opportunity for the Savage team here as Manukau again comes to the right. Steps back on the inside as the inspirational playmaker. Fifth tackle is signaled to John Ashton. We're 22 metres out from the try line. Offer goes high and hits it very cleanly. Oh, that's very high. Viliami Sokai catches it, gets the offload to Offer. Six again. Oh no, sorry. Still the sixth tackle. And that's going to be a changeover. Razorbacks ball. They'll play the ball 10 metres out from their own try line on the right-hand edge of Boxer Stadium, San Francisco.
Enterprising play there by the Savage, but it was a great scrambling defence by the Razorbacks.
Sam Tiger's back on the field and plays to Big Matty, the unit. In the 24, he's definitely a fan favourite amongst these Razorbacks players, the big bloated unit.
100%.
Sammy Tiger again hits it to Tino, and there's that link with Sione, and Sione's upended in a dominant tackle. Very strong display of defence there. Bay jumps in a dummy half, shrugs off one, shrugs off another, and finally Vita is there to put him to the ground 20 metres out from his try line, directly in the middle of the field.
They needed that. The Razorbacks are in trouble.
Oh, again, strong contact from the San Francisco side. Both teams have been absolutely energetic with their aggressive defence. Tino Muffy looks to play on either side. Gets the ball to Sione, but the referee on the sideline is going to be calling that a forward pass, I believe. Or a shepherd, is it, Mark? What's your read on that?
Yeah, I believe it was a shepherd. It was an obstruction, so the Razorbacks player ran through and didn't allow the Savage defenders a fair opportunity to tackle the player who got the ball. So that's a penalty every day of the week, and they were on the attack, the Savage.
Oh, Offer bumps through some would-be defence and is swung down to the ground 2 metres from the try line, trying to get to his feet. The referee tells him to get up and play the ball, and that he does. Daniel Vetti looking to burrow over, pushes off two, and he's over. Try time. That man scored a try last week and he's gone over again here at the Mayan Digital World Championship. Daniel Vetti, what an inspirational player for the San Francisco side. Mark, how did you see that try coming about? Sorry.
Just too big, too strong, Big Vetti. He was their best player last week, the Savage. So I've been looking forward to seeing him play again this week, and comes up with a desperately needed try for the Savage to get him on the board. And it's 4-4 with a kick to come. That man needs to get more ball for the Savage if they're going to win this game today.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Came off the back of that penalty. Good field position. And then just rolled down the field. In last week's contest, the San Francisco side didn't have the kicker here, Sumo, on their team, and they didn't have too much luck with the boot, from memory, Mark.
No, they kicked very few goals last week, whereas the Razorbacks kicked very well.
This is sensational. Like the crowd that has come in here, like the passion, the feeling for the first full season of California Rugby League, the first World Championship game. Everyone is really bought into this, and we've come alive out here at Boxer Stadium as Sumo with the kick from in front.
It's unbelievable, Tom. And the start was every bit as good as we predicted it was going to be. And that's now 6-4 to the Savage. And I think that try come down to the big set of defence beforehand. That really laid the platform for them, got them the momentum, and too big, too strong, straight out of dummy half, and they find themselves in front.
You can see on the 40-metre line here in the red, the red headgear is for Tai Vailala, brother of Sam. His running game, he's going to be hard to stop when he's on the field. Probably coming into the game a little bit earlier than we saw him last week. I'm excited to see what he can do. Scores are 6-4, and the atmosphere is it's pretty electric down here, Mark.
It is, the crowd getting right into it. They enjoyed the earlier games on this afternoon, and this is it. This is what everyone's been waiting for, and the players have not let us down, that's for sure. They're playing as well as everyone expected.
Restart here from the East Palo Alto side. Fielded pretty comfortably there by Offa. Plays to Viliami Soilala. Bounces off two would-be tacklers. Still driving the legs. Good return serve there from the big fella. Manatow's a dummy half, takes a little scoot down the short side. It opens up for him.
Need to see more of that, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely. For such a diminutive player, he's a very powerful runner. Sumo with the ball. Viliami Sokai lets it go, then gets the offload to Offa. Offa with a little bit of space here. He's got Vitra if he wants to use him, but opts for the run, taken down 40 metres from his own try line on the right-hand side of Boxer Stadium.
That try's really given them a lift, Tom. They're looking a lot more energetic in attack, the Savage.
As Vita Falamahina is taken to the ground on halfway on the far right-hand side of the field. Offer with the ball, plays to Daniel Vete. Here's to the captain, then gets it to Viliami Sokai, steps back on the inside, gets away from 2 or 3, gets the offload again, and there's a bit of space out wide. Daniel Vete, the try scorer, is taken to the ground by Tukey. He gets up though, he wants more. Here we go for the San Francisco side. They're only about 10 metres out from their own from the try line. Right on the left-hand edge of Boxer Stadium. John Ashton raises his hand to signify the 5th tackle. A little bit of carry-on is quickly brushed away. The ball comes flying back. Viliami Sokai flicks it back. They got numbers out wide as it comes to Vita Falamahina. He's got Offer outside him. Vita Falamahina, he stays alive. He steps back on the inside. He gets away from 2. He gets away from 3. And he's taken to the ground. It's going to be a turnover. Mark, what a passage of play.
As I said before, that's California Rugby League at its best. I'm not sure if you knew it was the 5th tackle there, but it looks like the referee's actually awarded a penalty here. Looks like there might have been some high contact, Tom.
Yeah, that's the call from referee Ashton, and Junior on the sideline, who's the touch judge for today's game. He's spotted that one. So it'll be the Savage ball here. This is a great opportunity for them as Vita Falamahina slow to get to his feet. Plays to the right-hand side here. Gets through, does the diminutive dummy half, and he's over.
There's that man we spoke of.
Yeah, that was he's a playmaker for this side, Manatau.
I thought he was a little quiet for his standards today, but what a start from him today. And as we've already touched on, they're going to need him having one of his best games to win this championship.
10-4 to the San Francisco side in the yellow here at Boxer Stadium, San Francisco for the World Championship. I love how he just takes his chances on the short side.
Yeah, that's where he's most dangerous, as we've seen today already a couple of times. Just ducking down the short side, causing the Razorbacks all sorts of troubles.
And with such a low centre of gravity, he's difficult to stop when he gets that palm. He's going to cause them headaches if they don't shut him down very early on in this contest.
It certainly brought the crowd alive as we look down to the Savage side where all their supporters are. And as you can imagine, the Razorback supporters a little quieter after these 2 tries to the Savage.
Sumo lines up with the kick here, looking to add his second one for the day. Very overcast day here, but not too much wind about. Maybe a little bit higher in the sky. There's a little bit going on as you can see the flags. Sumo strikes it well. Referee Ashton blows the whistle. Hear the crowd go wild, bringing the scores to 12-4 to the San Francisco Savage down here at Boxer Stadium for the World Championship. They're going to be looking to strike back here, Mark.
Yeah, definitely. The shifts in momentum, but as we've seen last week, one team would get on top for 10 minutes, the other team for 10 minutes, and that's carried on to today's game. And one of the special players for the Razorbacks, is going to have to do something to shift that momentum and get them back on the front foot. And they've certainly got 3 or 4 likely players who can do that.
As you look onto the right-hand edge here of the Razorbacks team, they're absolutely stacked with talent. From Tavita, who plays for the San Diego Legion, to Tino, to Matangi Tonga, Tukey Stevenson, to Tai Vailala. What a star-studded lineup is big David Vetti, powerful run, taken to the ground 35 metres from his own try line on the left-hand edge of Boxer Stadium. Comes to Manatau, the man of the hour. That's going to be a Razorbacks ball.
Looks like the shepherd or the obstruction again there, Tom. I thought
they're going to have to get themselves out of the way. Wow, this crowd, they just keep going. They keep turning up the volume.
It's just got that championship atmosphere here today. As I said, those shifts in momentum, but this is a big opportunity here for the Razorbacks, and if the Savage can turn them away.
Oh, he just bounces him off there. And the crowd loved that one. You can see him cheering it on as they come to the left-hand side. Plays it to Bay, gets around Victor Falamahina, taken to the ground about 10 metres out from the try line.
The space in the middle, Tom, if they want to attack around the post there.
Here's Fatai Vailala, gets the offload, gets another offload. It's intercepted by Viliami Soilala. Again, pressure let off. And you can see these fans on the sideline absolutely soaking this up.
They needed to intercept that there, because if that pass went to hand, I think the Razorbacks score under the post.
David Vette taken here 20 metres out from his own try line in the centre of the field. Marker maybe a little bit early to move there, not square, and spotted well by referee John Ashton. 10-yard penalty will be the call. We can see Sam Tiger coming on here in a bit of a coaching role to help some of his younger players around the middle of the field. Viliami Soilala makes his way to the sideline. What a great spell from him.
He was inspirational.
A strong run there by the big unit, and even stronger defence by the Razorback side. Both teams are so hungry. I love to watch this, Mark.
Yeah, it's everything we expected.
And at this stage, so much more. So switches it back on the inside there to the Savage player. Matangi Tonga goes for the strip, not to be. Comes in for the second effort. Ball comes free. Great work there. Double team by Fatai and Matangi as Sione has the ball here on the left-hand side. Plays to the winger. He's got a little bit of space and he moves well. Bounces away from one would-be tackler. Appealing to the sideline for a penalty. And not to be. Savage players caught in front of the referee here. Great attacking opportunity here for the Razorbacks team. You can see Tino Muffy lining up for the play on the right-hand side. Calling for the ball. He's got a lot of weapons out here on that right edge.
Same position where he scored his last try.
Slow play the ball here from the Razorbacks. Out of dummy half. And again, strong contact and brought to the ground 10 metres out. Fifth tackle.
Numbers to the right, Tom.
Here's this man, Tino Muffy. He's got options, he's dangerous, and he's shut down. Good contact there from Daniel Vette, and he gets up and lets the crowd know who is boss. Tino Muffy, always dangerous in attack. That time, unfortunately, couldn't find a player to link with.
Yeah, tremendous defence there by the Savage. That's the sort of defence that wins championships.
There's been so few errors in this contest. The penalties haven't been too disruptive. Both teams must be completely out on their feet.
Yeah, I think that the players will be very happy that it's the cooler weather in San Francisco today. It's been a hectic pace. Both teams playing excellent rugby.
Strong contact there and great driving tackle by Bay. Appealing for a penalty, believes the ball was lost as Manatau out of dummy half. Again, that left foot step that caused every team in this competition some heartaches.
He needs some players pushing up with him when he does that, but he always gets an arm free for the pass there, and he needs some support players.
Viliami Sokai, take that, he says, pushes off from one and then gets away from Tuki, but Tuki gets him down. He's an inspirational half. He's Viliami Sokai as we come to the right-hand side here through the half. He meets the torso of Fatai Vailala. Messi played the ball there. Let to be played on by referee Ashton, who has his hand in the air for the fifth tackle. Manatau here sees it, kicks long, fielded by the fullback. Oh, strong contact there. 20 metres out from the Razorbacks try line in the centre of the field. It's the first tackle, and this crowd is still right behind both of their teams.
You could feel that hit up here in the commentary box, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely. Bone-crunching tackle. Savage players bunched around the middle of the field quite well there as Big Tavita plays wide to the winger, who's got a little bit of space. Dances back on the inside. Pillar Bonebone's back on the field. Well, I should say on the field for the first time today. Great contact by him there. maybe a little bit early out of dummy half, but let to go by referee Ashton. Fatai Vailala with the ball, plays to the left-hand edge. Here's that speedster, gets the offload to Sione. Sione's going to be hard to stop with space. He gets the arm free, gets the offload, and there's that man Bay, who's made his way out from Utah, who's going to go over under the sticks untouched. And you can hear this Razorback supporters. They're throwing the water. They've got the boombox in the air. San Francisco, California is really coming alive tonight, Mark.
100%, Tom. That makes it the Savage 12, the Razorbacks 8, as the Razorbacks hit back like we always thought they would. And this game is going to come down to the wire. Just two evenly matched teams, just knockout punch for knockout punch.
It's like the old Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, but fight for fight, punch for punch. Oh, I love to see it, Mark. A little bit of controversy going on in the backfield here as referee Ashton is doing a bit of some investigation into what has potentially occurred. Did you see anything in that, Mark?
No, I didn't, Tom. I missed it.
Yeah, I was too busy celebrating the great rugby league.
It was great
with the fans, and I think fans from both teams were celebrating that because that truly was a really great try.
It was an excellent try, just great ball movement. They had numbers down the left. And just some wonderful passing of the ball.
Mark, we touched on it a little bit as East Palo Alto add the extras. We touched on it a little bit last week. This gentleman here who's got the T coming back, the fullback.
I believe is it Roland or Rowe they call him, I think?
Yeah, I believe you might be correct. He's always been a very strong fullback for the East Palo Alto side. As you can see here, gives the T off to Big Matty, the big unit.
And obviously today we're up in the stadium in the commentary box, but last week it was very apparent when we were at ground level how much talk Roland does in defence, getting his guys in the middle where they're supposed to be, whether it's on the left-hand side or the right-hand side of the ruck. And I think that's crucial in the defensive efforts of the Razorbacks.
Jojo, that's our man, mate. Jojo, sorry. And no, he's been just one of their better players. As we bring up the team list here from Sam Tiger. Good restart by Suma. That's a very high kick, and the experience of Fatai Vailala takes that comfortably. Razorbacks are taken here 30 metres out from their own try line on the right-hand side of Boxer Stadium. If you're just joining us here for the World Championship, it's been a hell of a game. The scores are 10-12 to the San Francisco side. A conversion, the difference. Awkward looking tackle there. But that's one tough guy. He's going to get to his feet. A little bit of a hug in the back play there with Pillar Bone Bone and Big Tavita.
Barnstorming run.
Strong run there by the Razorbacks. They're taken just over halfway. On the left-hand side of the field, Tino Muffy in the centre of the field calls for the ball, gets the ball, gives it to Jojo. Jojo plays to Tavita. Tavita plays short to the 21. 21 looking for an offload, not to get it. We're 40 metres out from the try line on the right-hand edge of Boxer Stadium. Dummy half takes a little scoot, plays to the left-hand side. This is a speedster, this fella. He's taken about 30 metres from the try line in the centre of the field. It's the fifth tackle. They must kick it on this play. Comes to the right to Jojo. He goes high, and that's a good kick. It's going to be just short of the try line. And the ball's come free, and he's gone over there. Jojo's just regathered his own kick and scored a try. Referee Ashton points to the spot, and the Razorbacks have taken the lead, Mark.
Yeah, crazy try. He just spilled his lollies there. Went to take the catch. Unfortunately, he dropped it, and then straight into the open arms of Jojo, as you said.
And you can see the Razorbacks fans here. A lot of the Lady Razorbacks who themselves had a fantastic win today. And there's that word, a fantastic win today. They are absolutely lighting this up. Big step and stunner man moves happening. They are loving this, and I'm loving seeing it.
This is California Rugby League. The crowd going absolutely berserk here.
As good as it gets. Mark, you have turned absolutely bright red, and I bet you I have as well, just out of pure excitement for this contest. Razorbacks looking to add the extras. Hits it well. Direction is good. Pilots it over. Referee Ashton. agrees with the touch judges that in fact was a conversion. Scores are 16-12 to the East Palo Alto Razorbacks over the San Francisco Savage. This is a very special moment in California Rugby League history, a very special game, two special teams.
Well, they're fighting for the right to be the inaugural champions of the league, so it is a big deal, and in years to come we'll look back at this as the momentous occasion that it is.
Yeah, I mean, there's very few players who grow up without the dream of being the California Rugby League World Championship.
Absolutely.
Is that the correct way to word that? I feel like maybe that was a double negative. Anyway, back to the action as Sumo with the kickoff, and he strikes out well, and it's just floating up there. Gets a little bit of snow on it as for Tai Vailala. Oh, he's hard to stop, isn't he? He bounces two off and just keeps driving those legs. He truly is the big horse. 30 metres out from the Razorbacks try line in the centre of the field. Comes to the right-hand side here through Tavita. Plays right to the winger. Good little left foot, right foot. And he's driven back in a strong tackle by two Savage players. Good clean game here so far, Mark. I love to see it. Ball comes free. Let to play by Ashton, which is fine because everyone was back. Offload. Tino Murphy has the ball. Sione flicks it back on the inside. Bay is taken there on the midway line, just left of the middle of the field. Tino makes his way to the left-hand side. Plays back on the inside. There's that play that we've seen lead to many tries this year. Unable to bring him to the ground. The Razorbacks are attacking well here. Bounces off another. Strong contact. Ball comes free. Viliami picks up the ball, gets the offload.
That's exactly what the Savage needed to swing that momentum back to themselves. It was all the Razorbacks there for a good 10-minute period, and they hit back with a couple of tries to hit the lead. Now's the Savage opportunity to see if they can do the same thing.
Vitor Falamahino is taken right on the halfway line, right in the middle of the field. Manatau gets in there, plays to the right-hand side, switches the big man on the inside, he does. Good little 5-metre gain there for the San Francisco side. Razorbacks' defence is stacked out strong to the left-hand side. Here's that playmaker we've seen cause a lot of damage, and another playmaker in Viliami Solkai, taken with the ball 40 metres from the try line on the left-hand side of the field. Pillar plays to the left-hand side. Viliami Solala gets a pretty strong run there.
Good defence by the Razorbacks too, and it was needed there on the big man.
35 metres out from the try line. Potentially a bobble there. Referee didn't see it. Offer goes high. Fullback's home. He's got a bit of work to do, but takes it comfortably. Player down in the backfield here. Perhaps appealing for a penalty.
Yep.
Not to be, though. I think there might have been a little bit of theatrics in that mark.
Yeah, a bit of gamesmanship there. I think it was borderline late, but I think the referee made the right decision there.
Razorbacks with a great attacking opportunity out of their own half. Let the ball flow around, and about 32 metres out from their own try line. Again, smack bang in the middle of the field. Razorbacks again out of their own territory. On the 40-metre line. Momentum of the game starting to slow down a little bit here as the players starting to fatigue, and rightly so. They've been in absolutely everything. Truly into this second half, as you can see here on the clock on the top left-hand side of your screen.
We've seen some big hits this season, but today I just feel like there's been more than usual, Tom.
Razorbacks with some space out wide here. He's got a man on the inside. Tavita's there. They've got three men if he wants to use them. Pillar Bonebone's he's gonna chase him. Ball comes back on the inside, and the Razorbacks are gonna go over under the sticks. Oh my. Wowie. 20-12 down here at Boxer Stadium. What a start to the California Rugby League World Championship. The Razorbacks have put an absolute punctuation on this first half with two unanswered tries. Or do you have three, Mark? Three unanswered tries.
Three unanswered tries. And I thought there that the Savage might have tried to wrestle the momentum back, but unfortunately it's just been all Razorbacks the last 20 minutes.
We saw that break come down the right-hand edge. there was plenty of numbers supporting through the middle, which is very encouraging to see from this Razorbacks team. They're hungry. They want to win. They want to score tries. And if they're going to keep playing like that, they're going to be tough to beat for this San Francisco side as the extras are added.
100%, Tom. You always need those people pushing up, because when you do make that break, as you've seen there, he was able to draw the fullback, get it inside to his support, and then when the cover defence come over, they still had another guy, so he was able to pass back inside and score a great team try under the post, and it's all Razorbacks at the moment.
What an exciting game of rugby league. You see the teams on the sideline. The Savage have taken a knee, but the Razorbacks, they're very energetic here, willing their team home. Must be very much at the back end of this first half as Sumo takes the kick here, lines it up. It's likely going to be hitting it to that same spot. You see the Mind Digital banners starting to blow in the breeze here, Mark, as the wind picks up.
Yeah, as you said before, Tom, typical San Francisco day here as the wind picks up.
Fielded by Tukey Stevenson on his own 20-metre line. Powerful run, gets 10 metres. And he's 30 metres out from his own try line on the right-hand side of the field. The big boy here for the Razorbacks. Oh, he's been good with those palms. And puts it on again.
He's a crowd favourite, you can tell from their response.
Ronald out of dummy half here, gets the offload to Sione. 40 metres out from his own try line. Bit of a slow play the ball. Come back down to this right-hand edge. Through to Vida, gets it off to Tukey. Tukey steps back on the inside and then meets the shoulder and torso of Viliami Soilala. We're just over the halfway line, right on the right-hand edge of the field. Ronald to Tino. Finds Bay. Ball comes back to the San Francisco side and is fielded by Vita. Now he has the ball on his right-hand side of the field. We're just over halfway as Daniel Vete steps into dummy half, and strong forward hit up there from the San Francisco team. Gee, both teams really must be feeling this, but they keep the standard up as Pillar plays wide to Viliami.
They can't get discouraged, the Savage here. One more try here and they're right back into it, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Pillar plays to the captain, offloads it. It's a great play there from the San Francisco team. They're 30 metres out from the try line. Still tackles left in the set. Playmaker Viliami Sokai to the other playmaker, Monotau. He just keeps dodging tackles. Gets the offload to Viliami Sokai with the dummy. Gets the arm free, but Tukey Stevenson,
numbers to the right,
with the assistance of Ronald, brings him down. It's a 5th tackle. Razorbacks a little bit slow to get back. Monotau just pushes Tukey back like he's not the 200-pound athlete that he is. Makes very light work of him. Razorbacks ball here, deep within their own territory. It's a big unit that's come on for them. Jojo plays to Fatai. Fatai cuts back in behind where the play the ball was. Razorbacks player coming back onto the field with his new jersey. Fields the ball, gets a little bit of a face plant into the ground.
I don't think he even had time to get it half back on.
13 players on the field. Johnny Ashton's just confirming it. You can hear the Razorbacks fans giving it to the Savage there with that little bit of a face plant. Knock on is the call there. Oh, wow. This is a pretty big attacking opportunity for the San Francisco team, Mark.
Yeah, 100%, Tom. They had numbers out to the right there before when they went to the left on the 5th tackle. I'd like to see them go back that way on their right edge. I think there might be an opportunity for points for them.
Yeah, you can see them lined out with all of their star players as they come to the right. Tino brings the line up and Vita takes advantage of the space, gets it to the try scorer, Daniel Vete. They got numbers on the right-hand edge if you can get a quick play the ball. Pillar Bonebone's in there. He's got Offer and Vita, but he opts to go himself. They hold him up in a very strong tackle and drive him backwards.
It's still on at the right, Tom. If
1 minute left here in the first half is the signal. Comes to the right-hand edge. Ball bounces up. Vitsa takes it. Taking it a one-on-one tackle, which is something very rare. Referee Ashton encouraging the Razorbacks players to make it back to the try line. Ball here with Pillar. Steps back onto his left foot. Gets the offload. Sumo with the ball. Steps again. He's in a little bit of space. Fifth tackle is the call. 5 meters out from the try line. Center field. Potentially the last play in the half. Comes to the left. Viliami Sokai lets it sing. And the man's in space. He's going to go over. He scores it just forward pass. He's called it forward.
I thought it was a great ball, but the touch he's called it forward. It would have been a great try just before half time.
And he was on the spot there. It's very rare they get those ones wrong. And he got that one right. Thought we were over there to bring it within one try for the San Francisco team. Great let off for the Razorbacks, who remain in the lead. What an entertaining half of rugby league that was, Mark.
That was fantastic football, Tom. As you said, we thought the Savage had got it back to within one possession, but no, it was a forward pass. But I think it's just a good opportunity, this halftime break, for the Savage to sit down, work out what went wrong in the first half, how to fix it, come out with a different mindset, and try and steal this championship.
You can see both teams forming a huddle out here on the field. Neither of them opting to return to their dugouts. Razorbacks, their team come and meet them out there. Savage stay and form a little circle. And they make their way back to the dugout. The scores are 22-12 down here at Boxer Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the California Rugby League World Championship presented by Mind Digital. We will see you in the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back down here to Boxer Stadium, San Francisco for the California Rugby League World Championship, presented to you by Mind Digital. Sumo with the restart for the San Francisco Savage side, who are in the yellow and the red, fielded by Jojo for the East Palo Alto Razorbacks, who are in the black and red, and a very early start to the half, and they're already taking their attacking opportunities, Mark. Slow to, there might be a little bit more to this. Very slow to get to his feet is the big man. Savage player comes and taps him on the back. Maybe just an awkward tackle there.
Yeah, I think so, Tom.
That one's caught him a little bit high, and referee Ashton does a great job to penalise it. Telling him to keep those tackles down. It's going to be a 10-metre penalty. Razorbacks player looks in a little bit of pain there.
Yeah, he's still down on the ground. Doesn't look too keen to get up, but here he goes. Looks like he's okay. It's great to see.
10-metre penalty here. Again, like I mentioned, the Mind Digital banners are starting to pick up in this breeze on the far side.
It looks like it's the wind's going across the field, Tom. I don't think any
no advantage
team are getting advantage.
Blowing towards the cameras as the East Palo Alto Razorbacks with the ball here. A good little step there from the playmaker in the red shorts.
Do you like those shorts, Tom?
I'm a big fan of the black shorts the rest of the team are wearing, but unfortunately that's the way it goes sometimes. Tino Murphy spins out of a would-be tackle. He's 15 metres out from the try line on the left edge. The Razorbacks have come out and really asserted their... Oh no, referee Ashton's going to tell him to come back.
He's walked off the mark there, Tom. He's got to play it where he gets tackled, and he just took a few steps forward, and the referee correctly telling him to take a few steps back.
Yeah, absolutely. Big Davida here. Burrows over a few of them, and he's 10 metres out from the try line. Like I was saying earlier, the Razorbacks have really asserted their dominance on this half. As Sione goes through, and he's over the line. He reaches out, and it's a try. Razorbacks with the early points in the second half, bringing the scores to 26-12. Little bit of arguing going on here from both teams.
He did very well there. I thought he got the big left hand out there and reached out. I thought he was going to fall just short, but got the ball down on the line.
You can't give that man an inch. You cannot give Sione any space. If you give him space, he will do that to you. Excellent try by the Razorbacks. Kicked off this half in sensational fashion.
And again, just a couple of penalties, a few, high shots, marched the Razorbacks down the field, and with their first possession of the game, they've come away with points. And exactly what the Savage didn't want.
Yeah, they're going to need to bounce back from this because it goes from being a one-try ball game to a two-try ball game, and if it goes any further than that, in these kind of World Championship games, it's going to be tough to claw back from.
Yeah, absolutely, Tom.
You can see the posts enjoying that San Francisco, California breeze.
But as we've seen many times this season, Tom, and even as early as last week, it does not take long for the Savage to pour on 3 or 4 tries. So they're still right in this game. Don't worry about that.
Razorbacks add the extras. You hear the ground announcer really revving up the crowd. 28-12 is what he said, and he's correct.
I don't think the crowd can get too much more revved up, Tom.
Yeah, they're very much limiting over there, aren't they? The big crowd that continues to pour in here to Boxer Stadium. Sumo here with the restart. Gets it high. He's been very good with his kickoffs. Try scorer Sione is under it on his own 20-metre line. Drives through. Keeps driving. Still driving. He's 30 metres out from his own try line on the left-hand side of Boxer Stadium as the Razorbacks play back to the middle of the field. Gets the offload again. They got space out wide. A little bit of an overlap, gets it there. This man is quick, and he is in some space. Chips it over. He only had the fullback to beat. Runs around the fullback. He's going to reach out. He knocked it on.
I was ready to say that was the try of the season.
It could be the greatest try we've ever seen in the history of California Rugby League. Not to be.
Enterprising play by the Razorbacks. You will not see better rugby league than that. But just as we thought we were going to see the try of the season, he just drops his lollies there at the last minute, Tom.
Wowee. You're not going to see many fans here at this game yawning, that's for sure. Everyone's wide awake and on the edge of their seat, and if they're not on their seat, they're standing up, willing their team home. This could let off there.
It could be just a little bit of luck that the Savage need to get back into this game because they're going to need some points and they need them soon.
Quick play here. Pillabombo gets a little bit of space. He cuts through and now he goes for the chip on the first. Viliami Sokai is chasing. You've got the 23 for the Razorbacks who regathers it on his own 10-metre line. Swung to the ground. Play the ball is the call from referee Ashton. Out of dummy half goes Jojo, the fullback. Plays to Tino. He cuts wide, doesn't find the man he wanted, but it's okay. Fancy footwork, goes down the edge, keeps the ball alive. Razorbacks ball here. They're about 37 metres out from their own try line on the left-hand side of the field. Big Matty, the unit, runs into Manatau. Offer comes in and gives him some assistance. Good 10-metre gain by the big unit. Oh, Messi play the ball. Manatau picks it up. Referee is going to say a knock on.
Yeah, I think that's a correct call.
You can see the Razorbacks players appealing for it, but not to be. Manatau taps it. Here's the big forward for the Savage side. Right foot step and taken to the ground by 2 of them.
Need to go left here, Tom.
Yeah, they got the numbers out there if they want to get it to some of their strike weapons. Keeps the ball alive. Manatau plays to Viliami, steps back on the inside. There's 2 of them to meet him there. He's 25 metres out from the try line, centre field.
If they can get the ball out to Daniel Vete here, I think it's try time to the left.
Sumo opts to go to the right, finds a little bit of space and cuts through it. Cuts through 2 and is dragged to the ground. His headgear comes flying off. Pillabombo plays to the right-hand side. He's got options, but he goes himself.
This is better from the Savage, Tom.
Yeah, what a response. He burrows over. They're appealing for the try. Referee Ashton's on the spot. He's saying held up, come back and play the ball. And the Razorbacks fans love that one.
Yeah, and you can tell by the response of the San Francisco team that that was the correct call.
Wow, this game has just picked up where it left off in the first half.
It's gone to another level in the second half here.
And we're still so early into it. As the Savage take a run, they're very close to the try line. The call from referee Ashton is it's the fifth. They're going to have to either score or kick it. Comes to Viliami Sokai, lets it sing. They finds that man, Daniel Vete. He's going to be hard to stop. He's over. What a response from the San Francisco Savage side through that man that you've been talking up. Potentially one of their biggest strike weapons this year in Daniel Vete.
Yeah, what a great try. They had the numbers there. It took them to the fifth tackle, but they eventually got it out there, and he's just too big and too strong close to the line, Tom. They need to get him the ball more when they're down on the try line.
It should come as no surprise. No team has been able to contain Daniel Vete that close to the try line. We've seen him wreak havoc on the dead Pelicans. Then they went on to the Mongrel side, He was wreaking havoc on every team, even the East Palo Alto side last week. Very dominant performance from him. Scores here are 28-16. Sumo is right on the sideline looking to add the extras. If he puts this over, it becomes a 10-point ball game.
It'll be a phenomenal kick because he's kicking right into the teeth of the wind there.
You can see the flags on the top. Not giving the most encouraging signal to Sumo, are
they? No, he's certainly going to have to get the one wood out for this one.
His kickoffs have been sensational. If he can mimic that sort of form with this, he'll add the extras. Hits it well, but that wind is just too much to handle.
Yeah, windless day, he might have got it there, but as we said, a big wind and it was just too strong for him there. But for the Savage, they're back within two possessions, 28-16. But this is where the championship will be won, Tom. The next 10 minutes is just absolutely crucial.
Yeah, without a doubt. This is just stunning rugby league. We are witnessing something incredibly special here in San Francisco, California. Good restart there by the Razorbacks and fielded by the big fella. Ooh, strong contact. Meets the shoulder of Sione. Savage player here on the left-hand side, it's Manatau. He's about 35 metres out from his own try line, very close to the left-hand sideline. Sumo has the ball, gives it to Vita. There's space out wide if they can get it there, but he opts to, he gets the offload. There's Sumo with that left footstep. He's cut through. There's a little bit of space. He's going to hold the ball, and he's 40 metres out from the try line on the left-hand side of the field. Penalty blown by referee Ashton. What's the call here, Mark?
I think he might have just laid on him for a bit too long there, Tom. But these last two sets of six are the San Francisco Savage that we know well.
Yeah, I have a feeling that they're not out of this contest, even though the scoreline could potentially suggest otherwise. Daniel Vete again bounces off one, like we've seen so many times this year. Manatau steps into dummy half, plays to the right-hand side with the big unit. Again, that driving those legs. They're about 10 metres out from the try line. There's lots of numbers out here on the left. If Daniel Vete opts to take it himself, gets the offload. Viliami Sokai plays again back to that big unit. He gets the offload. This is electric. Viliami Solala close to the line, but just short. They've got numbers to the left and numbers to the right. Pillabombo opts to go himself. Knock on is the call.
He just went for that second effort to try and get the ball down, but he was unsuccessful. There's some very enterprising play by the Savage there, but just great defence by the Razorbacks. Full credit to him.
Yeah, absolutely sensational work by the Razorbacks to hold them out there. Taps it to the left-hand side. Oh, that is a monster tackle. is huge, and the Savage fans are up on their feet, and rightly so. Oh, Muffy spills the lollies, picked up by Offa. Offa's driving his legs, he's just short of the try line. Out of dummy half, he burrows over and the Savage go over. What an incredible passage of play again.
As we see, Tom, very often in the California Rugby League, such big athletes, so hard to stop when they go from dummy half close to the line. And here we have the Razorbacks 28, the Savage right back in it on 20.
Wow, this is a ball game, Mark. This is a ball game. If Sumo adds the extras here, the win will be favourable on this kick as well. It puts us in a one try game.
Exactly.
You can't write scripts this good. You can't.
You can't ask for any better than that.
I know we're in California, but we don't have the Hollywood writers to write this. This is Rugby League. This is the World Championship at Boxer Stadium.
This is California Rugby League, Tom. Bit of AC/DC.
Thunderstruck comes on
and I tell you what, that hit that forced the mistake shortly before, that was Thunderstruck.
Absolutely incredible passage of play.
We've seen some big hits, but that could have been the biggest hit of the year.
It was just a bone rattler. It's what really got his team fired up. You can see Offa, I believe Offa in the number 4 jersey here was the try scorer. Sumo lines up for the kick.
He's had a bit...
Not too well with the direction department. We're going to say their mark.
I was just going to say Offa's had a big game as always. Very instrumental play for the Savage, and he's leaving it all out there today.
Yeah, we saw him in the March tournament. He's probably put on a little bit of weight since then, and it's worked really well for him. He's probably not playing as many minutes as we would like, but the minutes he does play, he's very dominant with the ball.
Shout out to the kid there running the touchline. Was a try scorer in the win for the Dead Pelicans earlier this afternoon.
Yes, for those of you who missed the contest, the North Bay Dead Pelicans, in their first season of California Rugby League, take the 3rd place. Obviously, there's no medals for 3rd place in California Rugby League, and this is what we're here for, the championship, as David Vete, 25 metres out, gets free, for ties there, gets free again, offloads to his brother, steps back on the inside. Oh! Massive tackle there by Tukey Stevenson. That's what everyone acknowledges it.
The crowd favourite. That's why I call him the jukebox. He's got so many hits.
Victor Falomahina driven to the ground. He's 42 metres out from his own try line, just to the right-hand side of the middle of the field. Manatau plays to Sumo. Sumo cuts out the back to the playmaker. He goes wide. Viliami Sokai's got space. Cuts back to the inside. Sumo offloads to Pillar. Pillar gets it to Sean. He's through. He's through. He's gonna go all the way. He could go all the way here, Mark. Siona's gonna catch it. No, Viliami Sokai, 1 to beat. He's only got 1 to beat. He's gonna go over under this.
Wow!
Whoa! Wow. And the crowd here at Boxer Stadium have completely erupted.
What a fantastic try. Just when you think the Savage are out of this game, they've hit back with a number of tries and have really taken the ascendancy.
Score is 28-24 to the East Palo Alto Razorbacks with the kick to come. If they nail this kick, which is right in front, it'll be a 2-point ball game.
Just great play down the left-hand side there, Tom. He went straight through, come on a zigzagging run, back into the middle of the field. Couldn't quite get there, but a great offload and a try under the sticks.
Big Sean Pelasuma, fresh off his debut for the California Union team, back here in the California Rugby League. A little concerning here, we can see Sumo and Viliami Sokai. Viliami Sokai is actually grabbing for that shoulder.
A very important play for the Savage,
yes,
Tom.
This could be a big blow for the Savage team, and good news for the Razorbacks as Sumo slots the extras. 2-point ball game here in beautiful San Francisco, California. California Rugby League World Championship presented to you by Mind Digital.
As you said before, Tom, you could not script this any better. Razorbacks 28. Savage 26, just like last week, the momentum going back from one team to the other, but at the moment, it's all the Savage.
It's incredible. It's truly incredible. You have these two groups of guys that have grown up playing each other from opposite sides of the bay. This is like a 20-mile drive, and you have such a rich talent pool as we have to restart. Victor claims it just within his own 40.
The short kickoff was certainly working for the Razorbacks last week, but the Savage have done well to diffuse that one, and now they've got good field position with another 5 tackles up their sleeve.
He's the big captain for the side. I believe he's a cousin of the Vetsy boys as Manatau plays to the right-hand side. Pillar Bone, who gets a good offload.
He was big in the opening exchange as the captain you just discussed, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely. As again, the Savage make their way down the field. Manatau, appealing for a penalty, but Tukey Stevenson comes over the top and shuts him down. What's the call here from the referee?
Yeah, I think the Savage player there was again looking for the penalty, and the referee just telling him to play the ball.
Offer with the big palm to the head. Oh, and then Tukey on Sean Pelasuma. Wow, that was a big...
Tukey Stevens is just standing up. You'd expect nothing less from him.
Yeah.
He knows he needs some big efforts to get his team the momentum back.
Tackle here, and Sumo goes to the sky. Probably not the best outcome as Daniel Vette regathers. It's going to be a turn. No, the ball comes free. David Vette, it's touched there by a Razorbacks player. He's going to signal a knock on by the
Razorbacks. That's correct.
So it'll be the Savage ball again.
You can never... Is Daniel Vette ever tackled?
Yeah, well,
he just always gets that ball away at the last minute.
His brother Daniel, and I believe he's the younger brother. So what a bright future for the Vette family in the California Rugby League.
We love our Vettes here in the California Rugby League.
Well, I feel like in this half the possession has been solely with the San Francisco side as the Razorbacks do a good job to bring the Savage down 20 metres out from the try line on the right-hand edge of the field. Manatau out of dummy half. He just skips away from 2, gets it to Pillar. Pillar stays alive as well, and Fatai wrestles him on the ground. Old friends, those two. Have a little hug after it. Sumo comes to the left. They've got space out here. Comes to Offer. He goes wide. Oh! Hey, that was a try for all money.
I think the touch judge had indicated that the pass went forward.
Yeah, I think you're right, Mark.
The
ball cannot be propelled forward out of the hands, and in that instance it was.
It was knocked on anyway, but if it had gone to hands, I believe it would have been called back for a forward pass. But great opportunity there for the Savage to hit the lead. Now it's up to the Razorbacks to see what they can do with the football.
Scores are 28-26 here. We're well into the second half as the Razorbacks have the ball here. They're about 30 metres out from their try line. Jojo plays to Sione. Sione's got a little bit of space through the middle. Oh, referee Ashton's seen something.
I think it was the touch judge, Junior, over there on the opposite side of the field, called that one.
2 massive let-offs right then and there in the California Rugby League. We could have had 2 amazingly different outcomes.
Wow. I know we keep saying the word wow, but
today's word is wow.
Yeah, it is. Last week it was absolutely, the week before it was fantastic. Today it's just wow.
It's absolutely fantastic. Wow. Manatau with the ball here. Referee Ashton restarts the play. Offering the headgear. Oh, he's a powerful runner like we alluded to before. Been surprised we haven't seen too much of Sam Tiger coming back for the Razorbacks team. He's opting more for a coaching style role.
Yeah, I know a couple of weeks back when we were out at Palo Alto, he had that knee issue, and I wonder if that might be causing him some concern.
It's been an issue from for the last little while. As referee Ashton blows a penalty, that's the same combination. Manatau to Offer. Offer powers forward. He's very close to the try line. There's a little bit of space out to the left. If they can get it there. Opens up for the Savage and he goes over to take him into the lead. Referee Ashton's on the spot. Savage go over and this crowd are going crazy. And it's the best kind of crazy.
30-28. Who would have thought? That must be 4 unanswered tries to the Savage. It was all the Razorbacks. And then
absolutely incredible, Mark. Absolutely incredible.
And then the coin just flips like it has been the last 2 weeks with these 2 teams. And as I said, it's just all Savage.
How did you see that try coming about? It seemed like we had the intercepts, the forward pass where Sione gets pulled back, and then we come back to the action here, and it just seemed like they had that lucky penalty perhaps. From there, Drive after drive, and they go over.
Yeah, they just went to the right, and it was just some nice ball playing. Put him, good line running, put a man into space, and he was good enough to take the opportunity.
Savage take the lead for the first time in the contest, and the first time in the 160 odd minutes that they're supposed to be playing.
The last 2 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. Sumo with the kick, hits it well, but it's waved away.
Now lead 30-28.
16 minutes to go for the first California Rugby League Championship. 30-28, the Savage over the Razorbacks. And who knows what to expect in these last 16 minutes.
It's anyone's game. It is truly anyone's game of rugby league here.
Both teams have showed that when they get the momentum, that they can score points and pile them on quickly. So I honestly do not know what's going to happen, and that's the theatre of sport, and that's why California Rugby League is so amazing.
Yeah, as we resume play here in the World Championship game, kick goes very long. Not fielded in the first attempt by the Savage side, and that's gonna probably cost them. Oh, bumps him off, runs all over the top of him. But then the Razorbacks bring him to the ground. Manatau fumbles it. Oh, the momentum has completely changed here. The Razorbacks have an amazing opportunity to take the lead, and the crowd knows it as well.
And as you said, Tom, after we just seen that try scored, look who's out there. The inspirational captain coach, DJ Tiger, is out there.
Throws the jersey on. And a little bit of space out here for the Razorbacks. Oh, penalty is called. That was definitely a high tackle.
I know it's a conservative play. We don't see that in the California Rugby League, Tom, but would you think about taking the 2 points here?
Mark, I don't think I would. Just based on the fact that the margin is 2 points, the difference. They're going to need to go over here and score a converted try if they really want to put the nail in the coffin. At this moment, we're about 15 minutes left in the contest, thereabouts. As we come to the left-hand side through the Razorbacks, he bounces through and he goes over. It's a try. The Razorbacks take the lead again.
He deserves that try. He's been strong.
He does. And the celebrations come out. You see the supporters on the sidelines dancing around. This is what we love to see.
Well, I hope everyone back at home can see this crowd and how crazy they are going.
It does not get any better than this. This is the contest we want to see. The suspense is greater than a Hitchcock film.
What's the last Hitchcock film you watched, Tom?
It would have to be Psycho. Wow. And we have a shower scene on our hands here. It's an absolute bloodbath. Scores are 32-30 to the Razorbacks. Bay with the kick here. Just to the left-hand side of the uprights.
Am I allowed to say wow again?
Mate, you've got to say wow at this moment in time. House of Pain jump around in the background.
This kick's going to be important, Tom.
Massively important.
Really needs to nail this one.
Lines it up. And the crowd is still making plenty of noise. Steps back. Wind is strong. Hits it well. Very accurate. Both touch judges agree. 34-30. What an incredible game. What an incredible game.
Tom, how long have these teams been training for?
San Francisco Savage commenced their training back in probably about November for this season, November 2020, and here we are today. Sam Tigers, Razorbacks, they're training 3 or 4 times a week religiously. Obviously, they had the ambition that a few of their players would go into the fledgling NARL, which never eventuated into anything more than dust and dreams. Savage with the restart here.
But this time, like as you said, 10 months of training, blood, sweat and tears, comes down to this final 12 minutes.
Absolutely. As Offa restarts to play, Sione fields it. He's got great hands and great footwork and plays it to his winger, who's in some space. He flirts with the sideline. Oh! Wins it! Oh! Oh! That is enormous! That is huge!
Are you kidding me?
He gets up though. That is one tough cookie. Oh my! I've never seen anything like it.
That was California Rugby League in one play. They spin it wide off the kickoff, make the space, make the line break, and then one of the biggest hits you'll ever see. To put it in touch.
Oh, the crowd have just completely come alive here at Boxer Stadium. The World Championship is coming down to the end as Viliami Soilala finds the shoulder of the inspirational leader, Sam Tiger. Oh, it's come alive. It has truly come alive. Next points, you would have to think, does a pretty good job of winning the game as the Savage side comes to the left-hand side. Off of that man who made the big tackle, finds Viliami Sokai, who steps back on the inside. Savage player goes through, not to be, connects with Manatau. Manatau goes over the top. The winger's got a little bit of space. He's got to play back on the inside, not to be.
Try-saving tackle.
Great try-saving tackle by the Razorback. End-to-end football here at Boxer Stadium. Oh, again, crushing tackle there by Bay.
These guys are out in their feet.
Manatau out of dummy half, and Fatai Vailala takes him down. Fifth tackle comes to the left-hand side. The playmaker Viliami Sokai goes again to his other playmaker, who steps back on the inside, gets the offload. There's numbers out wide. There's numbers out wide. Vita Falamahina! Vita Falamahina!
Try!
What a game of rugby league!
It's all locked up, Tom. It's all locked up. 34 all.
The scores are equal at the World Championship, the biggest game of rugby league in the history of the United States of America, and the scores are locked. How much time's left on the clock, Mark?
It's got to be well under 10 minutes.
And the crowd, both teams' crowd, are absolutely lapping it up. Wow. This is the most important kick ever. There's never been a more important kick ever.
Ever.
Still got 9-10 minutes left on the clock. I have been extremely impressed by both teams today, Mark.
Well, I imagine a lot of them, the crowd would have been riding off the Savage there at one stage when they fell behind 14 points.
At the start, the Razorbacks took the early ascendancy and they were dominant. They were very dominant early on. The game has just flipped on its head. End to end, they're taking turns in who's going to win this one. Unsuccessful with the extras. The scores are 34 to the East Palo Alto Razorbacks and 34 to the San Francisco Savage. You can't make this stuff up.
9 minutes to go for the California Rugby League World Championships. Who could possibly predict a winner? It's just been seesawing, momentum shift after momentum shift.
At this moment, you could flip a coin. Who do you think's going to win? You don't know. The game has been electric. It's so unpredictable.
Tom, do you think they're going to go the short kick here again?
I thought they might definitely be going long, and he's hit that very well as Viliami Soilala fumbles it, and it's been knocked forward. Very unfortunate error for the man who's been very destructive with his running game. And Sam Tiger, the leader of the Razorbacks, takes the ball. Got about 8 or 9 minutes left in the contest. Here's that big boy who's been causing all sorts of dramas for the San Francisco defense. Sam Tiger into dummy half, plays it off to one of his power runners. Strong tackle. This is going to be a very important set of 6 here for both teams. Savage very much camped down here in their own half. Oh, good contact there from both players. Sam Tiger into dummy half here, looking for his brother. Gets it to the amazing athlete.
Numbers to the right here again, Tom.
They've got a massive overlap if they can get the ball out wide. Big Tavita Knocks the ball on. Oh, and it's a double knock on. It's going to be a San Francisco ball.
What a crazy game this has been.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Might just take my seat again, Mark.
Yes.
We've been standing up.
I felt like we've been on our feet for the last 10 minutes.
Victor Falamahina, the try scorer who levelled it up. Oh, that leg gets lifted, gets driven into the ground. It's a position you wouldn't want to find yourself in. Two big units on top of you. Gets up with a big smile. Here's Offa. Again, powers up through the middle. If we have level scores here at the end of this contest, the game will go to Golden Point.
I was about to ask that, Tom, and can you explain Golden Point to our viewers, please?
First team to score a point in extra time wins the contest. It's very simple. The game will finish at the end of the 80 minutes, and then teams will go into Golden Point. The point can come from a field goal, a penalty kick, or a try. As the Savage take the ball here in the middle of the field, driven on his back. Great defense by the Razorbacks. They're hungry to win this one. Fifth tackle is the call from referee Ashton. Comes to the left-hand side here. Stabs it through. Not the greatest kick for that moment in time. Razorbacks have the ball here, just over the halfway line on the right-hand side of Boxer Stadium.
Yeah, I think if he had his time again, he would have tried to get a little bit more purchase on the ball and drove it down deep into the corner, back into Razorback territory. But as a result, the Razorback have got the ball here and in good field position.
All appealing for a bit of a penalty there, not to be. Sione has the ball here, plays it back to Sam Tiger, finds his brother Fatai, steps back on the middle, taking it a strong tackle by the Savage side through Offa and Daniel Vete. Bay with the ball here, steps back on the inside, gets the offload to Sione. Sione's got a little bit of space if he can go through. Take it out 10 metres from the try line, right in front of the goalpost. This is nail-biting stuff. Sam Tiger with the ball out of dummy half. Finds Tavita, goes wide, lets it sing. There's a man out there. He's only got the winger, one-on-one with the winger there. Bounces them both off. Meets the shoulder of a Savage player. Fifth tackle here.
Tom, this is where legends are made.
Yeah, Tino Muffy is stepping up. He wants the ball on the big plays. Still the fifth tackle, the ball is flailing around in the backfield, gets the offload to Fatai, swirling pass, Bay steps on the inside, gets away from one, Tino has the ball, stabs it through, maybe a little bit too much on it, and it's going to be a 20-metre restart to the Savage team.
Great work by the Savage to hold him out there with the championship on the line.
Only one team can walk away with this World Championship, and both of them extremely hungry for it. 4 minutes left on the clock here today at the World Championship game presented by Mind Digital. Wow. Wow.
I think the spectators have got their money's worth, Tom. It's fair to say.
Yeah, next year ticket prices are definitely going up if this is going to be the standard of play in this contest.
It doesn't get any better than what these players have displayed today.
Yeah, Manatau comes to the right-hand side here and they get some settling metres about 35 metres out. The scores are level here, 34 to 34. Manatau out of dummy half, plays to the right, finds a big unit. He gets it off to the winger. The winger's got a little bit of space. They'll be looking to put him into touch. No, he's a powerful man. Just on the midway line. 2 is the call from referee Ashton, the favourite number of most referees. They got numbers out to the left and they're going to be looking to get it there.
Tookie Stevenson with a strip.
He's going to say that was knocked on by the San Francisco team.
I feel
What is the call here from referee Ashton? It'll be a Razorbacks ball. No? What's going on here?
I feel like it was stripped. It was. It must have been a call from the touch judge, I believe. So he has now got a penalty. So it'll be 6 more to the Savage.
Viliami Sokai plays it to the captain.
And it was the correct call, Tom, I believe.
I think you're right there, Mark, is where the San Francisco team are 40 meters out from the try line. Plays out the back to Offer. He gets an arm for it. He gets it to the line and knocks it on. What a letdown. Probably getting a little bit too adventurous early on in the tackle count. Not many minutes left in this game. At this moment in time, the next person to score a try wins the game.
Yeah,
There's no two ways about it. As Matangi Tonga comes back on the field, fresh legs with a strong run.
he needs to get involved with his ball skills. He's shown last week and this week that he can put his supporters into a hole.
The ball is knocked on there by the Razorbacks. It's going to be a San Francisco ball. John Ashton just taking control of the game there. This has got to be one of the most intense passages of play in history. The San Francisco side are 25 metres out from the try line. There could be no more than a few minutes left on the clock.
2 minutes to go.
2 minutes to go with a big settling run here from the big Savage player. Wrestled to the ground by the big San Diego Legion player.
Less than a minute 30, Tom. This could possibly be the last set of 6.
Killer steps into dummy half, finds Manatau, who's just looking to settle it down 20 metres out from the try line. He's very slow to get to his feet. Does he know that the scores are levelled as Victor Falamahina has taken the try scorer who levelled it? Still 20 metres out from the try line. The Razorbacks defence. The Razorbacks defence is standing very strong. Comes to the right-hand side through Viliami. Solkai chips it. Oh, it's taken by Tavita. He's in the clear. He's got 50 to go. They bring him down though. They're 40 out from the try line. Cuts through. The Savage players are coming back to clean it up.
The Razorbacks are out on their feet.
They've got a good attacking opportunity with Jojo here. He's got a man. Oh, and the Savage just keep working. It's 20 metres out. I believe the call from referee Ashton just lip-synced about 40 seconds. Razorbacks ball here. He's got options. Big unit, about 15 minutes out. 15 metres out from the try line.
Need to go to the right, Tom. Numbers out there.
Field goal could be the option here. Sam Tiger lines up. Takes a settling run and is taken just in the middle of the field. That's the ball game. That's 80 minutes. And you hear the on-field, the announcer addressing the crowd.
Whoever wins will decide on the flip of the coin will decide who kicks off and who receives. They will play a period of 20 minutes and whoever scores first will win the game.
Richard Farley steps up, the commissioner of the league, doing a fantastic job. The call from Richard Farley is that there will be a flip of a coin between the two captains to elect who kicks off and who receives. After that is determined, the first person to score points will be crowned the first California Rugby League World Champion.
It quite literally does not get any better than this, Tom.
It doesn't. Where would you rather be right now?
Nowhere. Nowhere.
Wow, both teams must be completely out on their feet, Mark. Oh, the captains, with a sign of respect, shake hands, and this is going to Golden Point. This is Electric Rugby League at San Francisco, California.
It does not get any more intense than this. Championship game, Golden Point.
Mark,
It's a world first.
it's incredible. It's just insane. Can't be scripted. It's just rugby league. What a sport. And it's kind of ironic that they flip the coin to determine who's going to kick it off, because you could flip the coin to determine who's going to win this game. It's anyone's contest. Right. Here, the new owner of the California Rugby League, Lars Havens, coming into the booth to confirm that this is the crazy stuff that California Rugby League, in fact, does do. Here, Queen coming over the loudspeakers, "We will rock you." Wow.
The ironic thing too, Tom, is after 80 minutes, I think it's fair to say both teams deserve to win.
Both teams are champions.
Yes.
Absolute champions.
Only one name will go on the trophy, but both teams are champions, as you've said.
Incredible stuff. The scenes here right now as we go into extra time. Amazing. Incredible. There's just not enough words to describe what is going on here right now.
And the players are back out there as we look to restart.
There's a lot of nervous looking people in the crowd.
It's nice to get the ball first, but it's also a great opportunity for the Razorbacks to force a mistake in good field possession and then go on the attack. So this first set of 6 is obviously so crucial.
It's crucial. It's absolutely crucial. We can see that the game restarted by the East Palo Alto side, fielded by Offa, who opts to run it up himself, flirting with the sideline.
He did well to stay in.
Did really well to stay in there. Plays the ball 20 metres out. The next person to score points wins the game as Viliami Soilala crushes forward about 30 metres out from his own try line. Get back and play the ball. This is a call from referee Ashton.
He's been big for his team, leading from the front.
Yeah, he's a powerful, powerful runner of the footballs. Manatau finds Pillar Bone Bone. Plays short, looking to get a hand free. Not to happen though. Plays to the left-hand side as Victor Falamahina steps off the left foot as he's known to do so well. Manages to get back to his feet, but 2 Razorbacks bring him down to the ground. This has been such a great contest as Pillar Bone Bone looks to play to the right-hand side. Shepherd potentially. He flirts with the sideline and goes out.
He's out.
Razorbacks players appealing for a penalty earlier in the set.
Yeah, the Razorback fans out there probably think that was a bit of karma. They're calling for the obstruction or the shepherd. But here they have the ball in good field position. With
a great attacking opportunity for the Razorbacks to put their name on that trophy. Matty, the big unit. Taps it Jojo to Fatai. We're here 43 metres out from the Razorbacks. The Razorbacks, in fact, are 43 metres out from the try line, and Sam Tiger, the inspirational leader, trucks it up the middle.
Who's your go-to man, Tom? Who do you want getting the ball here if you're a Razorbacks fan?
Tino Muffy is the man you need to be finding. You need to be getting the ball to Tino Muffy.
Oh, some solid contact there.
Massive contact. Sam Tiger with the ball here out of dummy half. Plays it to that man, Tino Muffy, who gets it to Bay. They have numbers out wide there. He dances through the middle. 25 metres out, 5th tackle.
They've still got the numbers on the right, Tom.
Everyone is just hanging on to what is going to happen here. As Jojo gets a pretty good kick in there, stabs it high, fielded by Viliami Sokai for the Savage. They are very deep in their own territory. That was amazing work by the Razorbacks to put him in this position. Appeals there. They're saying the ball's being knocked on, and referee Ashton confirms that. It's going to be a Razorbacks ball here.
With a full set of 6.
They're 5 metres out from the try, and they get it to Tukey Stevenson. And there's about 6 Razorbacks who all want to crack at him.
They're on the right again.
He goes over! Does he go? Jojo goes over! What's the call from referee Ashton? He points to the spot! The Razorbacks win! The Razorbacks win the World Championship!
What a game of rugby league!
Incredible scenes down here at Boxer Stadium!
Golden Point!
Incredible! The crowd have erupted! There's dancing! There's all sorts of things I've never even seen! Everyone is storming the field!
As they start blasting Queen, we are the champions. What a result. They did not deserve to be a loser there.
That was incredible. And, you know, you've got to feel for the San Francisco Savage team. They were with them that whole contest. They were there, they fought their way, but the Razorbacks come up with the last try and golden point and win the 2021 Mayan Digital Rugby League from California World Championship.
It does not get any better than that. And as we touched on when Golden Point started, they didn't deserve to be a loser today, but unfortunately that's sport, that's the way it works. Full credit to the Razorbacks, they fully deserved their victory. They were too good, but wow, you've got to be proud if you're a San Francisco Savage fan.
Incredible scenes down here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here in this broadcast. I am just lost for words.
The theatre of dreams.
It's incredible, it's fantastic, it's absolutely wow. Every superlative you can think of as the Razorbacks players swing their jerseys around and celebrate as Queen, we are the champions, blows over the PA. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Tom Stevenson. This is Mark Nichols. That was Mark Nichols. He is Mark Nichols.
I am Mark Nichols.
Thank you for joining us. We will see you next year for the repeat of the California Rugby League World Championship.
Wow.
Wow.